All right, we're gonna get it ready in 3, 2. Hi, welcome to episode number 8. I know it's been a while, but we had to take a little bit of a break, and let me start that over.
We do this a good bit. Too.
Yeah, we do this just a tiny bit.
Expected.
Hi, welcome to episode number 8. What should I say?
Dude, can you turn me down?
You just said it.
What number?
I think we're all
number
up
2.
I'm
number
loud.
2.
All right. How's that sound?
That's much better.
Much better? All right. All right. And all right, in 3, 2. Hi, welcome to episode number 8. My name is Joel. I'm your...
Come on, man. Yo, what's up, Joel?
It's been a while. It's been like 2 months.
Hello, welcome to episode number 8. Joel, our moderator, is having extreme difficulties today, so I'm going to do it as the co-host.
There you go. All right.
Do you need a nap or a milk? What do you need?
Somebody throw me a Snickers bar.
Right? Something, man.
James got plenty of them upstairs.
All right, here we go. Hi, welcome to episode number 8. My name is Joel. I'm the communication director here at Riverfront Federal Credit Union. I'm here with my co-host, Tony, the creative director here at Riverfront Federal Credit Union.
Hi,
Say
Joel.
hi, Tony.
Hi, Joel. What's going on?
Going good. I'm also here with Tim McLeod. Tim, our resident comedian / CEO and president of Riverfront Federal Credit Union. Say hi to everybody, Tim.
Man, I just can't. I can't because you're speaking like at 1.95. And I can't keep up with you, man. It's like you said Riverfront Federal Credit Union. I'm like, what? Is there a fast forward button over there that we can turn off?
Well, you don't know, but on the weekends I do auctions. Just so we talk a little bit of fast in the auction house, but and also with us. Oh, say hi.
Calm down, because we get ready to start all over.
Here we go.
Woo!
Hey, now it's a party.
Now it's a party. And also with us today.
We're drinking up in here today.
And with us today for the first time is Nick. Hi, Nick. How you doing? He is our administrative
What's going
assistant.
on, Joel? Hey, nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, thanks for being here.
Don't use all your words. We're getting ready to start over.
That's all I had.
No, we're plowing through on this one.
Oh, we're going to plow through?
We're going to plow through.
Let's just dump it
The
out
studio's, we're rented by the hour, and we're already like 45 minutes into this.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, so before we get started, Tim, any words of wisdom you want to share?
I got a lot, man, but I'm just going to go ahead and push the pause button on that, and because everybody's heard, most everything that I normally start with. So this year, I think getting into it seriously, I think we're going to focus on up front. We're going to talk a little bit about it today. Some of the things that we've got coming out for the year, and obviously we're gonna let Nick talk a lot about himself so everybody can get kind of familiar with him, because he'll probably be on here more times than not.
Yes.
Just as one of our normal voices that people will hear. So what we want to do is introduce Nick today and kind of start getting accustomed to him and get to know him a little bit. And then we will start talking about some of the things that we're looking at doing throughout 2024. It's going to be a really good year, I believe. Not going to get too deep in the economics and all that stuff out of the gate. We will talk about it, I think, at some point in this quarter, so that everybody knows what we are looking at as it compares to the economy and some of the things that's going on. There's a lot of information out right now in the papers and news feeds and everything else, talking about what's going on with the Fed rate and all this stuff, and how does that relate to loan rates and savings rates and things like that. So we will talk more in depth about that as we get down the road a little bit. But right now we just want to have, as you can tell, we want to just start the year off with a little fun, a little hijinks maybe, but
Just a little bit.
But we'll get back on track and get serious and let all of our 4 or 5 listeners know what we're getting ready to do and some of the things. One of the other things that we'll talk about today, I believe, a little bit, is the fact that the cafe is back up and running.
Yes.
Under the watchful eye of Sabrina and the Queens Café.
Yes.
So far, so good. It's been, I think, a very good startup, and we're looking for great things to come from there. So, my short intro.
Awesome. So, Nick, hi. Welcome to
what's
the
going on?
podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Great. So, tell us about yourself. How long have you been working here? What has it been, a month or two, or?
Well, yeah, they pulled me out of the closet about a month ago and dusted me off and said, "Hey, you should come down to the basement here and have some fun." So, but no, I've been with Riverfront since January, so it's just the end of February right now. Been here about 2 months, just still diving into everything, but having a lot of fun here. I am the new administrative assistant. You could call me the partial community liaison, partial jack of all trades, partial executive admin. I mean, I work on a lot of different things since I've started here in my first 2 months, but it's been a wild ride so far. Tim said, the other day he was talking about, was it drinking from a fire hose? Remember that? Yeah, he can say it better than I do, but he's like, there will be days where you feel like you are drinking from a fire hose, where there's just so much coming at you. But I'm here for it. I love it so far.
Amen on that. Amen on that. So, in your time here, is there anything that stood out that's I'm like, wow, this is really cool? Is it like different from where you came from, or?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Are you guys have enough time for that? Because I could go on and on.
Over there.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell us where you came from, but
yeah,
your experience.
Of course, yeah. So I came from a completely different industry, actually. I came from another local company that primarily deals with local members. They're also a not-for-profit. Now, they're not in the financial industry, though, but
Okay.
I will say that employee size-wise, Riverfront's maybe got 5 or 10 more employees total, but the way that the operation is run is 1,000 times better. The organization I came from before was a lot of closed door policies, a lot of red tape. Anything you want to get done, you have to talk to your supervisor, and then that supervisor is going to form an opinion and then take that to 10 or 15 other people that aren't involved with what you're actually doing and get their opinion on it anyway, whether or not they're the experts. So, coming over here, I was almost in tears, probably my second or third day. I'm like, what is this culture? I've never seen this before. But, I'm having a blast because I'm able to talk with decision makers. I'm able to meet every one of these colleagues here and I've heard everybody's either rehearsed it very well or you guys have a really good thing going here, because every employee I've spoken to has had nothing but.
Well, as you can
really
tell
good
from the
things to
beginning
say.
of the podcast, we really don't rehearse much.
No, we don't.
It all
All right, so
comes
what's
straight from the hip, and it's what we got.
Yeah, what are you putting in the coffee over here? Tim?
Right.
Nick,
Absolutely.
I know you are a local guy. How were you born and raised in the area, or what?
Great story. So, but I'm sure you can tell probably by looking at me, but I have a little bit of that Jersey Italian in me. Just a little bit, the dark hair, dark eyes, greasy skin, loves to tan, loves to eat a good Philly cheesesteak, the whole nine. But no, I was born in Pennsauken, New Jersey, lived there till about 97, and then parents, moved the family over here to Reading, and been here ever since. So I did actually go to Governor Mifflin High School, graduated there in 2011, went to Penn State Berks for a couple years and got out into the workforce and got some sales experience, got some financial experience, and then really sort of found my niche in the financial industry. And, now I'm here sitting with you guys, making friends.
And because this is a podcast, we will validate his description of how he looks is correct.
But the greasy,
Super greasy. Yeah, guys. You got to stay moisturized when you're tanning all the time. That's the way you do it.
So, Nick, you probably determined pretty quick that our motto for this podcast stands true. We don't stand on any ceremony, that we talk over each other, because the whole thing is designed to have fun with it. we don't want it to be another, just your run of the mill podcast where you got to listen to somebody drone on for 2.5 hours about how great they are. We just have fun, but also slide in a lot of good content.
Absolutely.
So I just wanted to point that out because we, like I just talked over Tony and Tony talked over you. And
Speaking of which, no.
and Joel talk over me. And we stand on those. We have fun with it. So feel free to whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking about maybe telling you guys 2 truths and a lie, and seeing what you might be able to figure out which one is the lie.
Go ahead, shoot.
All right. So let's see. You guys don't really know me. You know my background's from Governor Mifflin High School. So let's start there. Let's go 2 truths and a lie. I am an avid bowler. I love to toss a bowling ball. My golf handicap is, I'd say my average was probably 80, 85 now. And I have a total right hip replacement.
Okay.
So repeat, that was
good
golf,
bowler,
a good bowler, the hip replacement?
You can't be a good golfer and a good bowler.
If
You
he
can
has
be a great
hip
golfer and a
replacement,
great bowler, though.
if he has a hip replacement, that swing, that would affect that, right?
Who would
maybe
who
before
at my age would have a hip replacement?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know anybody my age that has a hip replacement.
unless you was in an auto accident.
Car wreck.
I was going to say you're probably not. You probably don't have a new hip.
I would say he's not a good bowler.
What about you, Tony? What do you got?
I was kind of hoping you were going to go more like my name used to be Nicole, but I would have been like, no, that's a lie. That's a lie.
So yeah, my dad was pretty disappointed when I ended up not turning out to be a Nicole.
Just affirming the fact that we have a lot of fun on this thing.
I'm going to say the truth is your hip replacement.
Yeah, you're right.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I actually, I'm 30 years old now, but I actually had it done when I was 25, turning 26.
Really? What happened?
Wow.
No, just growing up, I had some weird issue where the head of the femur wasn't getting enough blood to it, and it ended up kind of disintegrating over time.
Huh.
And I was around 17, 18 years old, went to a really good orthopedic surgeon around here. I don't know if you guys are okay if I plug the
by all means, go ahead.
Commonwealth Orthopedic Associates of Reading. They're based out of Mount Penn. They have a surgical center over here in Wyomissing. Dr. Stelmach did a fantastic job.
Yeah, because you don't walk with a limp or anything.
Yeah, you walk straight.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Appreciate that. No. Best decision I ever made. But yeah, I was 17, 18. I met with Dr. Stelmach, and he goes, we can put a big old lift on the outside of your shoe because the lift that you need is so big that we can't even put it on the inside and you can't even hide it. And so I laughed at him. I was at college, ready to go into college. And I was like, no way, I'm not doing that. So he goes, all right, well then your other option is get it replaced, but I want you to go until you can go no more. I want you to be in practically excruciating pain by the time you're ready to get it done because the technology is always advancing. So I went another 7 years, just struggling. I was in college. I was doing my thing, going to concerts and different things, but I would always have to plan around how much chronic pain was I going to be in for those events. Even going out and being social, hanging out at a bar for an hour. If I'm standing for too long, my back would hurt. I'd have a lot of pain. And
did you need like a cane or something? Or
no? Well, I probably should have had one, but I wasn't using one. I was just using those Dr. Scholl's squishy things and just like piling those suckers up in the bottom of my one shoe. Just to try to, offset some of the pain. But
wow.
Yeah. But at 25, I went and got it done. And it's funny, I met with the same doctor, Dr. Stelmach. He comes in with this fancy iPad and a Apple Pencil or whatever and looks at my x-rays and he goes, you know what time it is. He knew right away. So we just, drew it up real quick.
Miller time?
Oh, well, it was Miller time after, that's for sure. But yeah, he drew it up, I would say like a fifth grader, just, hey, we're going to cut this off. We're going to put this on. You're going to be a happy camper. Well, he was not wrong. I mean, he did the surgery within a month, and I was up and walking the same day. Did physical therapy for another 6 weeks. I was in a cane probably after 2 weeks, and then threw the cane away. And next thing you know, I'm back at the gym squatting 300 pounds again. So The guy knows his stuff, and
Oh, that's pretty cool.
became a better bowler because of it. Became a better golfer because of it. But no, my golf average is not. I shoot like 100 guys. I could never.
I know nothing
shoot
about
80.
golf.
I'm 100 on the first 9. Are you talking about just a half course or what?
Well, I mean, if you get some good cigars and the right beer, then maybe I can shave a couple of strokes
Well,
off.
see,
of
the
it.
way I look at it anyway, I look at golf and bowling very similarly. I think the higher your score, the more you put into it.
Yeah, that's a great way to look at it.
I'm just saying. And the higher the score that you have in golf, I will tell you that you had the most fun.
This is
out of
also
the
true.
group, and those that had the lower score in bowling, I will tell you the same thing, right? Well, see, that's me. I'm always a low bowler and a high golfer, but I always have a good time.
That's the guy I want on my
See you
team.
there?
Absolutely.
So to clear up for our listeners, what was the truth, lie, or what was the truth and what was the lie?
Yeah, let me back up. So the truth was the hip replacement. Yep, I had that done at 25. The fact that I am a good bowler, I would say I'm pretty good. I like to bowl in leagues and average 220, 230 depending on the year. And as a golfer, I'm just still learning. I only picked that up a couple years ago, and I'm not really built like a good golfer. I don't have the best rotation or flexibility yet, so I gotta do some stretching, do some yoga or something.
You know how you get better at playing golf?
Go hit me.
Play more of it.
That's right. Well, that's why it's important to take a lot of strokes because your guy hits 100. He got a lot more out of that round than somebody who might hit 75. That's right.
I know nothing about golf. Nothing whatsoever. Other than miniature golf, I've never played any type of golf.
Do you guys take your putter with you when you go miniature golfing? I've finally moved up to that plateau. This is exciting for me. So I have my own mini golf ball, and I take my my Spider putter.
All right,
and I just crushed the little kids. It's great.
Back in the day,
yeah, it's awesome.
back in the day, I did. I used to be a golfer, so this is a lot of years ago. And so somebody told me. Matter of fact, the guy that really taught me how to play golf and play it well, he said, "Look," he said, if you go play goofy golf, he said, which I recommend you not do, bring your own putter and a golf ball. He said you never want to get out of sync with the club contact and stuff like that. When you play 18 holes of golf or goofy golf, that can generate some level of habit. And he said the problem with goofy golf, though, by and large, is the fact that you're there having fun.
Yeah, you're not supposed to have fun when you're goofy golfing.
You're not supposed to have. You're supposed to be serious. Serious. Yeah. That's why we incorporated alcohol.
So,
yep.
Tim, we'll give you the last question for Nick here. Okay. Well, I want to go all the way back to you said something. One of the things that you observed and you wanted to know was it rehearsed by going around talking with different people and I guess engaging in different actions since you've been here.
How do I get in the cult?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, what's the initiation look like?
You didn't finish what you were actually referring to before we got off on an entirely different tangent that thankfully we can cut out. What was it that you were referring to?
So what I'm referring to is the amount of collaboration. So with Riverfront, it's just so impressive to come and refreshing to come to an organization that's been here longer than the organization I came from, but is using much better values and is progressing and taking care of its employees on a much better level. It is just extremely refreshing to see that.
Very true,
I'm a millennial, and I'm sure that you guys have seen all this silly headlines and CNBC and Yahoo Finance and all that. All the millennials are quiet quitting and they're doing this and they're doing that. It's not necessarily that. It's just that our values are different. We're looking to be involved in organizations that care about people.
Yes.
And I wasn't finding that. And so this is probably the first organization I've really joined into or, bought into, drank the Kool-Aid of, where I'm like, wow, this place is great, and like, and it's yet to disappoint, and I think that's a testament to all of you guys in the room right here, your personality types, especially Tim, you're the one, you're taking that boat and leading it in the right direction. And it's a privilege to be here and be on the right team with the right people.
Awesome.
I am the least among us. I am the least among us. One of the things that we pride ourselves with, I believe we can say to that level, is the level of empowerment that we do. So one of the things that I brought here was something that I've always done, and I've always felt that it had a tremendous return on the investment. And matter of fact, when I first started the executives, those that report directly to me, I basically told them that I do three things, and one of them is I'm going to validate your knowledge base. I'm gonna make sure you know what you're doing and how to do it. Two, I'm going to enable you to do your job. I'm going to empower you to do your job. And then finally, I'm going to stay out of your way. So, and really there's kind of a silent fourth. And the fourth thing is to take those same precepts and apply that to those that report directly to you and continue to press it right down the line. That applies to everybody in the organization except marketing. You cannot give them that level of free reign.
Can't trust those guys.
It will cost you a fortune. I am just kidding. Our marketing department, only because 2/3 of them are sitting here with us, is not the reason I'm saying this. Our marketing department does a very outstanding job of getting us out on in everybody's ears. To take Jamie's favorite saying, which is take it and shout it from the rooftops.
Yeah.
These guys literally, podcast included, they shout everything we do from the rooftops so everybody knows that we're doing it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, Tim, you alluded to it earlier. We have an announcement to make. Two Fat Guys Pizza is alive and well. We're going to be doing it. We opened the place on Lancaster Avenue.
Really?
Actually, no.
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 It was
Grand opening is April 1st.
Right.
Another pizza shop.
Yeah. Hey, we all last year, that's all I talked
That's
about.
all you talked about.
I'm trying to will it into existence.
And so much so that when you was just saying that, I was already convinced. I'm like, why am I just now hearing about this?
No, but what did open here at Riverfront was Queens Café.
Yes.
An amazing place to eat. They've opened, 2 weeks ago? I think I've eaten there every day since.
Yeah, you're keeping their lights on, my friend.
Yes.
Yes. Well, I'm a big breakfast eater. I love breakfast. So unfortunately,
I thought he was going to say he was a big eater.
Well, yeah, a big eater.
I mean, I think probably all of us are.
Yeah. But, I was going to the same place over and over again, the drive-through, making those processed eggs that they're just like popping out and putting in the microwave and giving it to me. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll eat that. Thank you. But here at Queens Café, oh man, the eggs are amazing. Yeah, it's the real, the chef is back there cracking the eggs open. He's not like pulling it out of a shelf and throwing it in a microwave.
Not pouring it out of a box.
No. I mean, the food is amazing. Yeah. I don't know. Have you guys eaten there yet?
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. If anybody's looking to go, you gotta get their chicken salad. It was killer.
Really? I
never had that much flavor in chicken salad before.
Well, that sounds too healthy for me. But
I got it on rye. But, gotta maintain a little bit here.
So I test every restaurant, everywhere I eat. I have one simple test. That way, it keeps the test bed level and fair for everybody. Bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. And I can go by that. So another thing, like for dinner, different restaurants I'll go to, I order their ribs. How you prepare and serve your ribs tells me just about everything I need to know about the dinner style food that you prepare. So cafes, dinner restaurant or lunch restaurants, breakfast restaurants, it's always bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. And they did it with perfection.
Oh yeah.
And we're still trying to get them to do the dirty chais because I just asked today.
Oh man.
Just asked today, and Thomas said no. He's like, no, we're not doing it yet. I'm like, what are you waiting on?
Right.
So,
but it's coming soon. If you ask enough,
they did say they were sourcing the stuff. So
okay, good.
So maybe next podcast they'll be on board with it.
Where do you get the dirt for the dirty chais?
They already have the dirt. They got good dirt there. That coffee's unbelievable good.
Well, I think a dirty chai just means that it's hot.
Hot tea?
It's chai with coffee in it. It
is, but you can get it cold. So a chai actually I think started off as cold coffee, and then somebody said no, I want a dirty chai, and I guess that meant that's what signified it to be hot. So and then of course you always put the bump on it. You know, it's a dirty chai with 2 shots.
Mm-hmm.
Of Screwball peanut butter whiskey?
No. Coffee and shots just means I want two additional shots of espresso.
All right.
Now I'm learning.
So if you're gonna cook with gas.
There you go. So Tim, what did you think of their bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich?
I loved it.
You loved it?
I did. It was a meal unto itself.
Oh yes.
And it was not it wasn't just an egg, a piece of bacon, and a piece of cheese on bread. It was like this. It needed like 3 napkins. It was like
I can attest to that.
2 or 3 eggs on. I don't know, 2 eggs probably.
Yeah.
I didn't count them. I was eating it.
Yeah.
But then when you look at it, it's like all melded together. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at this.
Yeah.
It was like molten goodness.
Yes, I had the croissant, bacon, egg, and cheese croissant sandwich. Oh, amazing.
Okay,
amazing. I've also had it with the English muffin, which is not your normal English muffin that you would get like at a fast food restaurant that's, you pop in a toaster. I don't know where they got these English muffins from, but they're really, really good. They're amazing.
People have to come here and go to Queens Café and find out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I wanted to mention this too. I overheard Tony discussing earlier. I believe it may have been with Tracy. Something along the lines where I guess the new guy that's working the counter there at Queens Café was teasing him a little bit, and he said, Tony got like a nice latte or something like that earlier. Uh-huh. And go ahead, Tony. You want to tell them what he said?
Don't say self-depreciating stories, but Nick, since you
since you got that nice lead in,
he looked at me and he's like, you seem like you're more of a hot coffee guy, and I'm like, okay, because I got a nice latte today.
Got that vibe about you.
So I don't know if it was because it was like 20 degrees or maybe
just emasculated him.
I don't know. There's something I don't know. It was good though. It was good.
Right.
You stay true to you, Tony. Always stay true to yourself.
Hey, absolutely. That's why they keep me in the basement, not upstairs.
Hey, some days I'm a Gemini guy, so some days I like my my iced macchiato with hazelnut whatever, and then there's other days where I'll just drink my coffee black. And most days it's hot and it's black coffee though, Tony. So just keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm. I like black coffee too. You know why? I like black like my soul.
There you go. Oh, there we go. Let's add a little darkness to this.
Oh no, there's more editing to be done in this.
Yes, there is.
You didn't even get your shoe off for that one.
No. So we're going to run around and give everybody their final thoughts. We'll start with Tony. Final thoughts.
Nick, welcome aboard. Looking forward to continued coolness here. This is a good place. This is a good place, and we're all happy you're here and to enjoy the ride with us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Nick, any final thoughts?
Oh, just there's a lot more to come, guys. So stay tuned. Keep an ear out. We're doing a lot of community involvement this year, as much as we possibly can. Right now we're looking for our next nonprofit quarterly partner. So please, I'm gonna plug this out and ask for your help in the community. If you know of any local nonprofits that are that could use our assistance, we always take them into consideration. We're always looking for new opportunities, whether it's to volunteer, to donate, to partner, anything like that. That is one huge piece of my job that I take a huge pride in. And my door's always open. My inbox is always open. So, like I said, just keep an ear out and reach out to us here at Riverfront because we want to give back to the community as much as possible.
Awesome. Tim.
Wow. I couldn't have said it better myself, but I will reiterate that we are always looking for community partners so that we can be or assist in helping them get done what they're looking to do. We have a lot of people that need a lot of things in the Berks County area, and we're always here and willing to help when and where we can and how, to what depth we can. As far as Nick, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Done so far great things that I can see and what I'm hearing. We look forward to the numerous things that you're going to be allowed to do because you are capable of doing it. And I see your future very bright.
Thank you.
Awesome. Everyone, thank you for listening. And remember, if you want to make your life easier, keep following the current.